But a man's reach should exceed his grasp, or what to heaven for. These famous lines are from the poet Robert Browning. Reaching farther than we can grasp is foundational metaphysics. To quote Norman Vincent Peale, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Exceed your vision is the slogan of Epson, maker of printers and other machines. But it's so much more than a commercial slogan. How big is your vision? Have you ever tried something that pushed you to the limits of your capacity and further? Something that really stretched you beyond where you thought you could go? Reaching for the moon, even if we miss, is how we grow. Suzanne told me that her mother once read an article claiming that it was impossible to fly to the moon because they calculated that at the highest speed a train could go, it would take 100 years and everybody would be dead by then. Of course, they couldn't envision rockets that would make the journey only take a few days, like the rockets, the Artemis rockets that we have up right now that are circling the moon and have gone farther from the Earth than any manned vehicle ever. Today, you carry more computing power in your pocket than all the computers at Mission Control had when Neil Armstrong took that one giant leap for mankind. I know, that's technology. True. But new expansive technology is a product of an expanded vision. The limit of your vision is the limit of your receptivity. It is the limit of your ability. The way that we expand our receptivity and ability is to expand our vision. If we don't reach beyond our vision, we will not fail, but we will not succeed. We'll simply live a constrained, limited life rather than the expansive life the infinite wants us to express. As Richard Bach wrote in Illusions, argue for your limitations, and sure enough, they're yours. Emma Curtis Hopkins, the mother of New Thought, liked to say, there is good for me and I should have it. But to see the good so you can have it, you must be able to see beyond the limits of what you see now. You must be able to hold a vision of all the good that is there for you. If you envision yourself making $100,000, you can reach $100,000. But what if instead you saw yourself living the life of a millionaire? We had a neighbor down the street who bought lottery tickets every week. He'd stop on the way home from work to get them. He was going to win the jackpot, except he never did. He'd win a free ticket, or he'd win small prizes like $11. He was living poor, barely making ends meet, and living with an extremely negative spouse. That was his reality. I asked him once what he would do if he actually won. He didn't really know, beyond paying a few bills. I had asked him what lighted him up. He'd always say, I don't know. He didn't even know what he was reaching for, let alone how to reach beyond it. Martin Brofman, PhD, writes that eyesight is not just a physical process involving acuity, it's a multidimensional function affecting and affected by our emotional and mental state of being and linked to our personalities. He adds that all kinds of impaired vision represent stressed ways that a person interacts with their environment. So our vision, what we see physically and mentally, is tied to our personality, to the self we've chosen to express. But as Max Bialystock says to Leo Bloom and the producers, there's more to you than there is to you. And to grow, to move forward, to live the fullest, highest, best life, we need to be more. We need to be more, to do more, to express more. What is impairing your vision? I'm not talking about these glasses I wear. I'm talking about your life vision. How are you interacting? How are you thinking? That's impairing your ability to envision more to you, to claim that good that's yours, to claim that part of you that is more of you. That's why it's so important to reach for the stars, to exceed your vision. Or as Browning asked, what's a heaven for?